Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. I am back with another Project Life process. This is week 24. You see my last video. I was just talking about how I want to catch up so that way I can document the rest of the year during the present time. So this is my attempt. This is day two. So far so good. Let's jump in. This is the week 24. That is the date of the 6th of June to the 12th. So I got my pictures already set up and ready to go, and I'm going to be grabbing the kits that I normally work with, which is Ellie Studio. Nothing's changed. I just kind of work with this all year long. I love the cohesiveness of having the same kind of color scheme on each spread. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. I just had my coffee. Can you tell? And I also have the kiddos here home today since Mason was having really bad allergies, and I went to the doctors, got him some new allergy medication, and he had an allergy reaction to it. So he just stayed home today, and so I don't have a lot of time. Anywho, let's get back on topic. I switched things up today, something small, minor, little things like that. I didn't pick out my title card to start off with. I kind of went with the card that's there in the right portion. For some reason, this spread, I didn't see any colors that really popped out for me. I know there's like the pops of green and red in my photos, but nothing really pointed me to pick a main color. So, but my title card ended up being a yellow card, so I don't really have the colors to pull from there either way. It's not going to be that yellow card. I'm actually going to be pulling out a different yellow for this one right here. That one was from last summer actually, and I didn't remember why I didn't use it until the time came, which is I like to stamp out my week. And as you can see, I got that filler card without thinking, but I have a stamp set from Ellie Studio that has a smaller stamp that says week, and I'll be sharing that at the end, so thankfully it works out. Anywho, so I'm pulling out some cards. Again, this was a little harder since I just didn't know which way to go, but they all match, right? Going with this collection, so I didn't have to worry too much. Didn't have to fret. I'm pointing to pictures, so let's start talking about them. So the picture that I'm pointing to, that's by the title card, is about a card game we started playing. Sean, our oldest, had learned it at school, and he was eager to share it with us. It's called Spoons. It's kind of like musical chairs, but in a card form. You have spoons at the table, one less than the amount of players, and soon as you get your four cards to match within like whatever the same number or suit, you try and grab for a spoon, and then everybody else will follow suit. And the last one that did not get a spoon is out. I really like that game, but I just love that, he's happy to show it to us. He's happy when he learns things, and especially like, connection and bonding and games and stuff like that. Yes, I know I'm corny. Moving on, the other 4x6, I'm sorry, the 3x4 photo there, on the left portion is Mason asleep, and if you can see, the kitten fell asleep with him. That was my view that morning, checking up on him, and it was the cutest thing ever just to see her little head poke up, and I was just like, oh, seriously, melted my heart. Perfect view for the morning to start my day. And then we go to the next photo, which is a 3x4 photo, and it is sugar on the ground. This is what happens when you don't unpack all the groceries and then, make sure to stick it in the pantry, because then your toddler gets it and just making it snow in the kitchen. Yes, it was snowing in summer for us this time around. Yay. Moving on, there's a 4x6 photo there at the bottom. It is on the left portion, and it is Moonlight, our new kitten, in this little like cart, little shopping basket where you had fake food in it, and she just loves to get in there. To this day she still does, and the boys love to carry her around, and it's cute. Moving on to the 4x6 photo there at the bottom portion, it is my dad and my son. He happened to it was his birthday, and they're blowing the candles together. I just love how this time around the second wave of grandkids are just stuck on my dad. And if you knew him back then when we were first growing up, we weren't scared of him, but all the other babies were. And it's hilarious to see that, the change. And of course we always knew he was a softie, all of us, but other babies were scared, but not our kids. They know Grandpa. I do have a photo in the back of it that I'll be sharing here in a little while later. It's just of all of us gathered together, and I just love, this little apartment, and all of us have gotten so big. We did a small gathering, and it just, you know, our family starts somewhere, and it starts with our parents, and as it all started with two people, and it just looks so. I just love seeing how big we've gotten, basically. I mean, obviously, right? We're scrapbookers, so we obviously pay attention to the photos. So here I am getting all sentimental. All right, I'm moving on to the right side of my spread here. In the first photo, that 4x6 that's by my left hand, it's just a photo of my husband mowing the lawn. He loves not only our property and appreciation of view, he also loves doing the maintenance on it. I can just sit there and say, we don't need this. We don't need 2 acres of land, but I appreciate the view and he appreciates the view along with everything else. And it's just nice to see him out there and getting it done. Moving to the next spread, I'm sorry, the next 4x6 photo there, I have a sentiment with a label, and that says fun in the backyard, because this is when we started pulling out like a slip and slide custom made and a little kiddie pool, and they were just having fun outside, and yeah, it feels like summer now. Then we're moving on to a 3x4 photo that's at the middle row. Sean got stung by a bee. But the way he shared that story with us made us laugh, because he was just walking outside from the moment, like from the backyard door to the trampoline, he got stung by a bee. And he's like, a bee ran into me. And we just look at him like, what? Oh, so you got stung by a bee. And he's like, but it ran into me. I think it just caught him off guard, like so much, like, the way he was so shocked, it made us, kind of like laugh, because again, he was so shocked. But moving on, there was also another photo there, that 3x4. It's a picture of my husband's sub. Of course, he's gonna make his all fancy, right? He can't just like slap some ham on there and call it done. He just goes and makes a catering business on his sub. But that's him. He loves cooking. He loves food. And yeah, I just had to take a picture of that. Document it. The little things, guys. It's the little things. This is the stamps that I'm referring to, that I'm going to do that small stamp that says week and then for 24. Moving on to the last two photos, that 4x6. It is a photo of Henry liking my robe to go to sleep with, and Sean reading a Harry Potter book while we watch Harry Potter. Anywho, we are now on the overview of this spread. I shared really quick how I stamped the week format this time around. Got the job in a smaller format. I hope you got inspired in some way. Don't forget to comment down below any techniques that you happen to use to get creative to catch up on book projects like these. It'll help me as well as others. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye.